Hey, what's up, Bears fans? So sorry about the late upload. This video is going to be a lot shorter than usual because I'm actually on vacation right now in Orlando, and I don't have that much time to record this, so I'm just going to do the best I can. And, I'm definitely enjoying the weather down here. It's like 85, way better than Chicago. It's like, 45, 35 in Chicago. So I'm definitely enjoying that, but forget that. The Bears game is tomorrow. I can't wait for that. So let's get right into this video. So week 8, we're going to be facing off against the New York Jets at home in what should be a very winnable matchup. I don't think the Jets are nearly as good of a team as we are. Even though they have the same amount of wins as us, I think that the way that we lost our games and the way that the Jets lost their games has been completely different. And this is definitely a game that we should win, but it's not a game that we should just think that, we're just going to win just by showing up. We actually have to play hard. We have to play Bears football, but it's going to be at home, so that's going to be a huge advantage. So let's get right into the 3 keys to a Bears victory. All right, so key number 1 is going to be force Sam Darnold to throw the football. If we can limit the run game as much as possible, I think that Sam Darnold, he's a type of quarterback that he reminds me of Brett Favre a lot. Like he makes some really risky throws, and sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But if we make this team one-dimensional, where Sam Darnold has to throw, I think that's going to be very limiting for the Jets' offense. That's already handicapped by so much. They have so many injuries. I think Quincy Enunwa is injured for them. Bilal Powell, their really talented running back, he's out for the season. So if we can force Sam Darnold to throw the football, he doesn't have that many weapons this year. And he's already had, I think, 10 interceptions on the year. And, our defense is obviously very opportunistic on creating turnovers. So if we can force him to throw the football, we're going to create some turnovers, and it's going to make it much easier for Trubisky and the offense, to compete in this game. All right, so key number 2 is going to be air the ball out with Mitch Trubisky. This does not mean that I don't want us to run the ball, because obviously I do, but I just want this to be a game where we just blow it open in the first couple quarters. I do not want this Jets team to hang with us, because if they do, I think that they can definitely win this game because they have some talent, some good young talent on offense and defense. So I just want us to have a lead from the very beginning. I think that's most likely going to happen if we air the ball out from the beginning. Mitch Trubisky, he struggled a little bit with his accuracy in the past 2 games, so I want him to, still take these deep shots, but, obviously I hope he connects with them, and the only way he's going to become better is by practicing, throwing. So if we can air the ball out as much as possible, it's going to benefit Trubisky, it's going to benefit our offense, and hopefully we can get a lead from the very beginning. All right, so key number 3 is going to be treat this team like it's the best in the league. I don't want anyone on our team to have the mentality that we're just going to go in there and get a win no matter what. It's going to be a tough win no matter what because it's the NFL. Any team can win on any given Sunday. So if our team goes in there with the mentality that it's going to be easy game, we're not going to win this game. And I guarantee that, because if you underestimate any opponents any week, it's just going to create so many bad things for you. So I want our team to go in there with the mentality that we're facing like a Los Angeles Rams, or we're facing like the Packers, or some other good team that we haven't beat. And if we play as hard as we would in a game that was against a really good team, I think in this game will be a blowout from the very beginning. If we don't let this team hang with us, if we dominate them from the very beginning like we should, I think that's going to be very good for us, and we're going to win this game. Let's get into my prediction for this game. And I actually have the Chicago Bears beating the Jets 32-17 at home in a game that I think that the Jets are going to hang with us for a little bit, but I think in the second half we just completely take over, and eventually it's going to turn out into a blowout. So, and the reason I say this is because the Jets, I just don't think that they have as much talent as we do, and our defense is really angry right now. We're coming off 2 very bad losses where our defense has not played good, so I think our defense dominates this game, and they're going to be angry. Everyone on offense is going to be angry as well because we're on a 2-game losing streak, and for a team that's coached by a coach like Matt Nagy, they're going to be hungry and angry for a win. And the MVP of this game actually is being Mitch Trubisky, and I say this because our defense, I think it's going to dominate completely, and that's going to leave Trubisky in the offense in very good scoring opportunities, and I think that Trubisky will take full advantage of that. I'm predicting 320 yards for him, a couple of passing touchdowns, 1 touchdown on the ground, and overall, I just think he's going to have a very good game. He's going to show accuracy, he's going to show composure, poise in the pockets, outside the pocket, and it's going to be a good game for him and the Bears as a whole. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video. As always, leave your comments down below and know what you guys think about the game, who the MVP is going to be, what the score is going to be, and so on. So I don't want to call this game a must-win because it's too early in the season to call any game a must-win. But this game is a must-win in my opinion, because if we lose this game and drop down to 3-4, it's not only that we're 3-4, but it's going to be that we're losing to like such bad teams that if we actually lose to this team, I'm not going to be very optimistic in our playoff chances. So we need to win this game. We need to dominate this team from the beginning. And if we do, we're going to be 4-3 and we're still going to have a chance to make the playoffs. Believe it or not. 4-3, let's get it. Bear down.